You cannot keep waiting for the perfect moment to change. That moment you are searching for may never arrive. The truth is, transformation does not begin when life becomes easier. It begins when you decide that staying the same is no longer acceptable, right now. Every day you delay becoming better, you are still making a choice. You are choosing the same patterns, the same fears, the same habits, and the same results. Time does not pause while you hesitate. The world does not slow down because you feel uncertain. Every sunrise gives you a chance to build something greater, but that chance only matters if you choose to act. Look around you. Many people spend years waiting for the right time. They tell themselves they will begin after they earn more money, after they finish one more task, after life becomes less stressful, after next Monday or next year. But those days keep passing. The excuses change, but the situation remains the same. The hardest truth to accept is that comfort has a cost. Every bad habit you refuse to change becomes a limitation on your future. Every excuse you repeat becomes another barrier between where you are and where you want to be. Nobody is coming to build your discipline for you. Someone can inspire you, someone can guide you, someone can open a door for you, but nobody can walk through that door on your behalf. At some point, every successful person reaches a moment where they make a decision. I cannot continue living this way. That moment does not require perfection. It requires honesty. The person you become tomorrow is created by the choices you make today. Your future is not built through luck alone. It is created through thousands of small decisions, repeated consistently. Maybe you have failed before. Maybe you started many times and stopped. Maybe people around you have doubted your ability so much that you started doubting yourself. But your past is not your identity. Your mistakes are lessons, not life sentences. What matters is what you decide from this moment forward. Real change is not about becoming a completely different person overnight. It is about becoming stronger than the person you were yesterday. Growth is built through small victories. One better decision, one healthier habit, one difficult task completed, one promise kept to yourself. The old version of you has taken you as far as it can. Now it is time to create a stronger version, a version with higher standards, a version with better habits, a version with greater discipline, a version that refuses to surrender to comfort. Here are 7 changes that can completely transform your life if you are willing to practice them consistently. 1. Change your mindset. Everything begins in the mind. Before a person changes their life, they first change the way they see themselves. Your thoughts influence your actions. Your actions create your habits. Your habits shape your identity. The mind is like the control center of your life. If it is constantly filled with fear, negativity, doubt, and excuses, your decisions will reflect those thoughts. You will hesitate when you should take action. You will quit when you should continue. You will accept less when you are capable of achieving more. Many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they defeat themselves before they even begin. Pay attention to the voice inside your head. What do you constantly tell yourself? Do you believe success is only for other people? Do you assume you will fail before you try? Do you always focus on what could go wrong instead of what you can do? Those thoughts are not harmless. They influence your behavior every single day. Your brain listens to what you repeat. If you constantly tell yourself that you are weak, incapable, and unlucky, eventually you begin acting like that person. But when you train your mind with confidence, patience, and determination, your actions begin to change. Protect what enters your mind. The information you consume becomes part of your thinking. If your day starts with negativity, endless scrolling, complaints, and comparison, do not be surprised when your motivation disappears. Feed your mind with knowledge. Learn from people who challenge you. Spend time with ideas that encourage growth. Replace "I cannot do this" with "How can I solve this?" Replace "this is impossible" with "this is difficult, but I can find a way." Replace "why is this happening to me" with "what can this teach me?" A powerful mindset does not mean you never experience fear. It means fear no longer controls your decisions. Strong people are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear become their leader. Your mind can become your greatest weapon or your biggest obstacle. Train it every day, because the direction of your life will always follow the direction of your thoughts. 2. Change your routine. Your daily routine is a preview of your future. People often believe success comes from one big opportunity, one lucky moment, or one brilliant idea. But real success is usually created quietly through ordinary days where someone chooses discipline over distraction. Your life is shaped by what you repeatedly do, not what you occasionally do, not what you plan to do, what you actually do. If you wake up every day without direction, distractions will decide your priorities for you. Notifications, social media, unnecessary conversations, and random activities will slowly steal the time you could have used to improve yourself. Your attention is one of your greatest resources. Where your attention goes, your life follows. Look honestly at your daily habits. Do your actions match the person you want to become? Everyone wants confidence, but confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. Everyone wants success, but success requires consistent effort. Everyone wants a better body, stronger skills, and financial freedom, but those things are created through repeated choices. Dreams without discipline remain dreams. Stop depending only on motivation. Motivation is temporary. Some days you will feel inspired. Some days you will feel tired and doubtful. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation disappears. Create systems that make success easier. Start your morning with intention. Move your body. Learn something valuable. Write down your priorities. Complete the most important task before distractions take control. Every small achievement becomes evidence that you are becoming someone reliable. Someone who finishes what they start. Someone who can trust themselves. Your evening habits matter too. Before you sleep, reflect. What did you do well today? What can you improve tomorrow? Prepare your next day before it begins. A good routine is not a prison. It is a system that protects your goals from your emotions. There will be days when you do not feel ready. Work anyway. There will be days when quitting feels easier. Continue anyway. There will be moments when progress feels invisible. Keep building anyway. Small improvements repeated over time create extraordinary results. You do not need to change everything in one day. You need to become slightly better every day. Your future is created by the habits you refuse to abandon. Remove what pulls you back. Your environment has more influence on you than you realize. The people around you, the conversations you have, and the energy you allow into your life can either strengthen you or slowly weaken you. One difficult truth is that not everyone is meant to continue with you on your journey. Some people are part of your beginning, but not your destination. There are people who celebrate your growth. There are also people who become uncomfortable when you start improving. Pay attention to how people react when you make progress. A true supporter wants to see you succeed. An insecure person may try to reduce your confidence. They may remind you of your past mistakes. They may laugh at your goals. They may tell you that your dreams are unrealistic. Do not allow someone else's limited mindset to become your limitation. Negative energy spreads. Spend enough time around people who complain, and complaining starts feeling normal. Spend enough time around people who avoid responsibility, and excuses begin to sound reasonable. Your environment shapes your standards. Choose carefully. This does not mean you should hate people or believe you are better than others. It means you must protect your growth. Sometimes distance is necessary. Sometimes saying no is an act of self-respect. You do not need to feel guilty for creating boundaries with people who repeatedly damage your peace. The strongest people understand that protecting their future sometimes requires leaving behind what keeps them stuck. But remember something important. Sometimes the biggest thing holding you back is not another person. Sometimes it is your own old identity. The version of yourself that chooses comfort over growth. The version that makes excuses. The version that delays action. That version must change too. Growth requires sacrifice. Sometimes you must sacrifice comfort. Sometimes you must sacrifice old habits. Sometimes you must sacrifice the approval of people who do not understand your vision. You were not created to spend your entire life convincing people to believe in you. Build yourself. Improve yourself. Let your results speak. The right people will not fear your growth. They will respect it. They will support it. They will grow with you. Mianchen Pasikt 4. Stop waiting for motivation. Many people believe they need to feel motivated before they begin. That belief keeps them trapped. Motivation is unpredictable. It appears when things feel exciting and disappears when things become difficult. If your success depends on motivation, your progress will always be unstable. Discipline is different. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when your emotions disagree. Successful people are not successful because they always feel inspired. They are successful because they have learned to act despite how they feel. A professional does not perform only on good days. A student does not study only when they feel excited. An athlete does not train only when they feel energetic. They follow their commitment. You must learn to do the same. When your mind says, "Start tomorrow," take a break. You are too tired. Recognize that voice. It is the part of you that wants comfort more than growth. Do not negotiate with it. Take action. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates more action. Many people wait for confidence before they start, but confidence is usually created after you start. Every workout completed, every difficult task finished, every promise kept, every challenge faced. These moments become proof that you are capable. You do not need perfect conditions. Perfect conditions rarely exist. There will always be reasons to delay. You may be busy, you may feel uncertain, you may feel unprepared. Start anyway. Progress belongs to those who begin before they feel ready. Remember, a small step forward is still progress. A slow journey is still a journey. Consistency will always defeat temporary intensity. Do not ask, "Do I feel motivated today?" Ask, "What kind of person am I trying to become?" Then make choices that match that person. 5. Push beyond your comfort zone. Comfort feels good, but comfort rarely creates greatness. Every meaningful achievement requires resistance. Every stronger version of yourself is built through challenges you once thought you could not overcome. The moment something becomes difficult, many people immediately step back. They mistake discomfort for danger, but discomfort is not always a warning sign. Sometimes discomfort is proof that you are growing. A muscle becomes stronger because it is challenged. A skill improves because it is practiced. A person becomes wiser because they face difficulties and learn from them. Growth always feels uncomfortable because you are leaving behind the person you used to be. If you only choose easy tasks, you will always remain the same. Your dreams demand more from you. They demand courage. They demand patience. They demand effort when excitement disappears. When your mind says, "I cannot continue," ask yourself, have I truly reached my limit, or have I only reached my comfort zone? Those are two completely different things. Most people quit before discovering their true potential. The human mind naturally seeks safety and familiarity. It wants to avoid risk and protect energy. But the life you desire requires you to challenge those instincts. This does not mean destroying yourself. Rest is important. Recovery is necessary. Smart people know when to pause and rebuild their strength, but resting is not the same as giving up. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is often simple. Successful people continue after the excitement disappears. They continue when nobody is watching. They continue when progress feels slow. They continue when results take longer than expected. Great achievements are usually created through small efforts that nobody notices. One more attempt, one more hour of practice, one more difficult conversation, one more day of discipline. Those extra efforts create separation between average and exceptional. Someday people may look at your success and call you lucky. They will see the results. They will not see the early mornings. They will not see the sacrifices. They will not see the moments when quitting felt easier, but you continued anyway. Strength is built in those unseen moments. When life demands more from you, do not immediately run away. Ask yourself, who do I need to become to handle this challenge? Then become that person. 6. Learn to stand alone. One of the biggest fears people carry is the fear of being alone. Because of that fear, many people stay in situations that hurt them. They follow crowds they do not belong with. They hide their ambitions because they fear judgment. They choose acceptance over growth. But every meaningful journey requires moments where you walk your own path. When you decide to improve yourself, not everyone will understand. Some people will question your choices. Some will criticize your discipline. Some may even leave your life. Do not let that break you. Growth naturally creates distance. The person focused on building a better future cannot always live like the person who is comfortable staying the same. There will be times when you study while others waste time, times when you work while others relax, times when you build quietly while others chase temporary entertainment. At first, it may feel lonely, but there is a difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is feeling empty. Solitude is using time alone to become stronger. Learn to enjoy your own company. The relationship you have with yourself is the longest relationship of your life. If you cannot be comfortable with yourself, you will constantly search for distractions. Use quiet moments wisely. Read, learn, reflect, plan, improve. Some of the greatest ideas in history were created during moments of silence. Clarity often appears when the noise disappears. Do not confuse popularity with purpose. The crowd usually chooses what is easy. Growth often requires choosing what is difficult. There may be seasons when nobody notices your effort. There may be times when nobody celebrates your progress. Keep going. You do not need everyone's approval to build a meaningful life. The opinions of people who never attempted your dream should not control your future. Trust your journey. Respect your process. Walk your path even when it feels empty, because one day the road that felt lonely may become the road that leads you to success. Stand alone if necessary, but never stop moving. 7. Never allow yourself to stop growing. The moment you stop learning, you start falling behind. Life is constantly changing. Technology changes. Industries change. Opportunities change. The world keeps moving forward, and you must move with it. People rarely become average overnight. They slowly become average by accepting less from themselves. They stop learning. They stop improving. They stop challenging their beliefs. They convince themselves that good enough is enough. But good enough today may not be enough tomorrow. Growth is not something you complete. It is a lifelong responsibility. Stay curious, ask better questions, learn new skills, read more, listen carefully, accept feedback. Every lesson you learn becomes a tool that can help you in the future. Never believe you know everything. The strongest people remain students throughout their lives. They understand that success does not mean reaching a final destination. Success means maintaining the discipline to keep improving. Invest in yourself, improve your health, strengthen your mind, Develop your communication, build meaningful relationships, increase your knowledge. You are the one person you carry through every stage of life, so becoming a better version of yourself is always worth the effort. Your greatest competition is not another person, it is yesterday's version of yourself. Your goal is not to become perfect. Your goal is to become better. A little stronger, a little wiser, a little more disciplined. Small improvements may seem insignificant today, but over months and years, those small improvements create a completely different life. Do not let yourself become someone who only watches life happen. Participate, create, improve, grow, keep moving forward. Your change begins now. Change is not something you do once. It is a decision you make every single day. The world will continue changing whether you are ready or not. Time will continue moving. Opportunities will continue appearing and disappearing. The only question is, will you change with the world or will you be left behind? Imagine yourself 1 year from now, stronger, more confident, more disciplined, more capable. That person is not created by wishing. That person is created by the choices you make today, not when life becomes perfect, not when fear disappears, not when everyone supports you. Today, remember the 7 principles. Change your mindset, build better routines, remove what holds you back, stop waiting for motivation, push beyond comfort, learn to stand alone, never stop growing. These are not just ideas, they are daily choices. Daily choices become habits. Habits become character. Character shapes destiny. Years from now, you will either thank yourself for starting today or wish you had started sooner. Do not allow fear to write your story. Do not allow comfort to control your future. Take responsibility, accept the challenge, embrace growth. The strongest people are not those who never face problems. They are the ones who decide, again and again, that their goals are worth fighting for. Your next chapter begins with one decision. Choose change, choose growth, choose yourself. Start now.